Lana Del Rey is an artist whose discography I've long been meaning to dive deeper into. The only full-length records I've heard of hers are Norman effing Rockwell, which I absolutely love, was one of my favorite albums the year it came out, 2019 I'm pretty sure. And then I've also heard Lust for Life, which when it first came out, I dropped a video clowning it. 16-year-old me thought that that was the funniest video ever made. It's kind of silly and fun to look back on, but my opinion on the album itself has changed. As the years have gone by, I now really like it. Not to the level of Norman Rockwell, which I think is an amazing album, but Lust for Life I do think is a great album. And then there's a few of her projects like Ultraviolence, which I haven't heard front to back, but I've heard a lot of the songs on it. But yeah, I definitely need to explore her discography and her albums more in depth. And she's due some coverage on this channel as well. Shout out to commenter Pipo Calaroca 330 who recommended I listen to this. Again, I was already planning on listening to more Lana, but this is definitely jump-starting me to do so. And they wanted me to start here with Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? And this was one that when it came out, I meant to listen to, but it was just so long and there's always so much music coming out that it did just slip by me, and I never had a chance to go back to it or any of the other projects she has released since this one. But we're here today, we're here now. I'm excited, not fully sure what to expect this one, but I guess we're about to see. So track 1 is called The Grants. How many tracks is this thing? Let me refresh myself. We got 16 songs, an hour and 18 minutes, but I'm ready, I'm excited. So track 1, what did I say it was called? Something Grants. The Grants, there we go. And yeah, let's see what Lana got for me.
2, ready. I'm gonna take mine with you, with me.
What does that mean? I'm gonna take mine with you, with me? What?
With me.
Mine of you with me? What are you talking about?
2, ready. I'm gonna take mine of you with me.
I do not know what that means. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I'm gonna keep it 100. Oh man, I just said that already, but I really don't know what that means.
I'm gonna take mine of you.
Mine of you with me, bro. What are you yapping about? Does that even make sense? Does that even make English language sense? My brain can't process that. Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Are you insulting my intelligence? Okay, but the way that piano came in was crisp, and all jokes aside, the sound of that intro was a really cool and even cinematic way to open up the album. Oh, okay, now what a great opening lyric by my girl Lana Del Rey, who, man, I don't even know what to call the archetype that she captures in her lyrics and her music, but she is the pinnacle of that archetype, whatever you want to call it. So I guess since she's the pinnacle of it, we may as well call it the Lana Del Rey archetype. But bro, she be spitting in her lyrics. I'm telling you, that's what I'm most excited for. I already know we're going to get some great vocals, great lush, lavish instrumentals on here, but I'm excited for these lyrics, bro. I'm excited for the songwriter. I'm excited for what she's going to be saying on here, because I know she's going to be spitting, and she already is, bro. For your first lyrics on the album to be, so you're saying there's a chance for us? Alana, don't do it to him. Oh, she's getting your attention right away. She's coming in. Oh my God, what a great little hook, you know, your English teacher in school talking about you need the opening sentence, the opening phrase of your poem, essay, paper, whatever. You need it to be a hooker. That's what my ninth grade teacher, Miss Hatcher, used to say. You need a hooker, you know, and not in the sexual way. You need a hooker, and you need a hook, and you need to hook people in. And she's got me. She's got me like a fish on the fish hook, right? She's got me on the hook. She's got me on the hook. Let's go.
Should I do a dance for one?
Why not, Lana? Let's do it. What are you talking about? Ballroom dance or something a little more sensual? If you're bringing up I'm a family man, but I'm thinking you're talking about a more sensual dance, which, hey, what type of timing are you on? Okay. And those strings are revving. We got, oh my God. Yeah, this got definitely more of the Norman effing Rockwell palette than the Lust for Life, you know, out of my 2 reference points. Or even, you know, I know what early era Lana Del Rey sounds like. This definitely sounds more like the NFR era and beyond Lana. Because again, even though full-length projects of hers, I've only heard the 2, I've heard a lot of Lana Del Rey in my life, even just being in spaces and hanging around people who are playing her. So I'm not unfamiliar with her music and what her different eras sound like, but I love this kind of classic, regal, ballady type of song from Lana Del Rey. Really has a sweeping feeling with the piano and strings. You gotta love it, you really do. Do I think about heaven? Well, I do when I'm listening to this song because it kind of sounds like heaven, to be honest. Well, I have to think about you when I'm listening to you, Lana. I can't lie. I do. I have to.
When you leave all you take, is your memory, and I'm gonna take mine of you with me. I'm gonna take.
She is such a good vocalist, and I feel like she's very underrated for it because her style is more sultry and smooth and a little raspy at points, a little more muted perhaps, but she has, in moments like that, right, she shows you that she does have the power. It's just, she's refraining and performing in a certain way, but when she kind of uses that power to punctuate certain parts of her performance, she's just such a crisp vocalist, man. She's so good.
Mine of you with me. So many mountains too high to climb. So many rivers so long behind. Far family line. Do you think about heaven? Do you think about me? My pastor told me when you leave all you take, is your memories, mine of you with me.
I mean, she's on her Elton John shit, really, if you want to be honest about it, but I mean that in the best way possible.
With me, like Rocky Mountain High, the way Sean Denver sings.
Ooh, those backing vocals just gave that last few lines such a nice aura, man. Ooh, it's glowing.
Firstborn child, I'm gonna take that too with me. My grandmother's last smile, I'm gonna take that too with me. It's a beautiful life.
This is a beautiful song. This is a beautiful song, man. This is gorgeous. And I will remember it. I'll remember this. No second listen needed, although there will be a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh listen, but I won't need it because that was... What a way to open the record, Lana. You got me. I grant it to you. I'll give it to you. You got me, baby. You got me, Lana. Let's go. Okay. Did you know that there's an ocean? Oh my God. Did you know there's a tunnel under? Oh my God. This title, it's too long. Did you know that there's a tunnel? Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? I finally got it. Wow. Too many words, tongue twister, but wow. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? Kicks off with a bang. We are getting into track 2. Track 2 is called Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Oh my God, she yapped the album title into a song title as well, but I can't hate because it kind of got some swag to it, right? Like even without listening to this album, just the fact that it was named that, I was like, okay, this album is kind of a baddie. This album is kind of a baddie. And it just got this vibe, man. Like look at the cover, right? I feel like I'm watching an old 50s movie. Some Grace Kelly type shit. But, now we're popping out of the screen. We're coming to life for some theatrical, classic piano string driven pop music that is just uplifting the soul. I'm here for it.
Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard?
I do now. And man, am I tripping? I think I've read back in the day. Is that like a sexual innuendo? Because that's kind of a crazy, like, honestly, it just sounds so pleasant and nice and happy and innocent. right? But is it? Actually, now that I'm reading, I'll let the song play, but even reading the next like 3 lines, yeah, actually this is definitely giving me innuendo vibes. So she's on demon time, but she's presenting it as like this flowery, innocent picture, and I kind of rock with that. I think that is very cool. Like, you could show this to someone. I mean, if it is the case, right? This is just something that I read back in the days. But if it is the case that this is all like sexual coded stuff, like you could listen to this song, like you could show this to your grandma, and she would just think that this sounds nice and pleasant, right? Like there's no indication, unless you're kind of looking for it, that this is very sexual. You know, mosaic ceilings, painted tiles on the wall. I can't help but feel somewhat like my body married my soul. Handmade beauty sealed up by 2 man-made walls. And that imagery there even giving me Kendrick Lamar These Walls vibes, right? Another track where you can listen to it and really not have any idea he's talking about sex. But then when you get it, it's kind of like, oh, every line has a double meaning to it. And that's kind of what I'm getting here.
On the wall, I can't help but feel somewhat like my body, my soul.
Marred my soul, not married. I'm sorry, my eyes are bad.
Handmade beauty sealed up by 2 man-made walls. And I'm like, when's it gonna be my turn?
Oh, okay. I spoke too soon, guys. I spoke too soon. I'm seeing the lyrics coming up here. I spoke too soon. This is not an innocent song. This is not an innocent song. You cannot show this to your grandmother. You can show her the first 30 seconds of it. Okay. Okay. Woo! That was out of pocket, but I'm sorry. I'm into this. I'm into this. This is crazy. Oh my God, Lana, I love you when you're on this demonic, like Harley Quinn type of timing. Oh my God. Just crazy, crazy girl energy, but in the best way. I love it. I love it though. From a crazy man. Bro, that's crazy. Love me until I love myself. Now that I could stop. I won't do it to you. Don't worry. This video will be long enough, but I could yap about 15 minutes plus for that line alone. But I'm just gonna stop and pause on it, let you ruminate on it for yourself a bit. But that is just psychologically interesting. Even love me until I love myself. She's really needing that outside affection to validate what she's lacking within.
There's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard.
Swoosh. Okay, no, that's too far. That's too far.
There's a tunnel under Ocean
Swoosh.
Boulevard. There's a girl who sings Hotel California. Not because she loves.
Bro, I love how Lana Del Rey just has this slow, sultry ballad about fuck me to death, love me till I love myself. Oh my God, what? She's on demon time, but it's like, it's so real at the same time. That's why I love it, man. I love this shit. She's just being real deal spiel, as my man Chess What's Good would say. But seriously though, it's vulnerable in a odd sense too. It's bold. It's, you know, kind of uncaring. It's just raw to the point. It's blunt. But again, the presentation is so theatrical, so proper and musical and formal and sonically. Again, it sounds like something you could be showing your grandmother, but then when the chorus kicks in, it's like, Granny, you gotta leave the room.
The notes or sounds like flutter. It's because she's in a world preserved only if
In a world preserved. I can't sing for shit, but she hit that note like crazy.
Only silver mirrors running down the corridor. Oh man, when's it gonna be my turn? Don't forget me.
This shit is lit though. Like this shit, like I know it's kind of like slow, waltzy, ballady, but you don't understand. Like I can, like this shit makes me want to turn up in a really strange way. But it's a lot because of the lyrics, a lot because of her attitude, her character, and again, just being on that demonic type of timing. But it's also more serious. Like I could also listen to if I was in a different mood right now. I'm in a more fun mood. Admittedly, in a different mood, I would be listening to this, staring out the window pane, the rain running down. Maybe I'm on the bus watching the city lights go by, all moody, melancholic for sure. But when I'm in a mood like this, I still love this type of music, and I still feel that melancholy and sadness, but I'm not consumed by it. I'm still having fun, and instead, I actually there's a certain energy to the crazy energy that she's giving in the lyrics. And again, just that rawness, that realness of it, it just makes it, I don't know, it gets me up, even though the song itself is just swayy and slow. It's kind of wild.
Open me up, tell me you like me, fuck me to death, love me until
Oh my God.
myself. There's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard. Barry Nelson has a song, his voice breaks it to a 5. Something about the way he says don't forget me makes me feel alive. I just wish I had a friend like him.
This whole section, ever since that Henry Nielsen thing, Mark Kozlik core. If you're a Sun Kill Moon, Mark Kozlik fan, or even not a fan, if you're just aware of their music, tell me that this last 4 or 5 lines, and maybe even further past the point where I've paused it, this is Mark Kozlik core, man. I feel like I'm listening to my man Mark Kozlik right now.
Want to give me 5. Running in my back, whispering in my ear, come on baby, you can thrive. But I can't. When's it gonna be my turn?
Now this is something Mark Kozlik could never give you, his vocals like that, if we're keeping it a buck. And I rock with Sun Kill Moon and Mark Kozlik's music, but vocally, definitely not touching this. He got his own thing going on, it's different, right? He's not trying to do this, but objectively, he couldn't do this. Let's keep it a $1.50.
There's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard. Don't forget me.
And the choir is back, just at the right time for the outro. Okay, I see you.
Stars in my eyes, hiking up Griffith, thinking about who said and what didn't. I wrote you a note, but I didn't send it, 'cause that's the best.
I had to pause to enjoy a banana real quick, but I had to rewind that bit there. That's very interesting. This idea of, and I've heard this before, I'm sure a lot of you have, even if you haven't heard this album, of writing a note to someone, or a text to someone, or an email to someone, writing something to someone that you want to say, but you know you probably can't or feel like you shouldn't. For whatever reason, it could be that, the person is just not worth getting into it with. Even if they wronged you, they'll just gaslight you or some shit if you call them out. And it's you need to get it out of your system, but, it's not worth actually engaging with that person and reopening links and ties and conversations. Or it could be something that's just so rude and mean that you can't actually send to the person, but to get your frustrations out, you vent it, you write a note, a message, whatever. I've definitely heard that before. I'm sure you have as well. But it's interesting what she's talking about here, being back in the Midwest and saying that's the best method that the women here taught me about, in terms of managing your feelings. And it paints this image of a girl who returns to this rural landscape, this rural town, to be around homey and grounded people, and they're kind of helping her get back in touch with her roots and spirituality, and just helping her tie together herself as a human. Forget about the fame, forget about Lana Del Rey, just the human she is, putting herself together, and just this image of community that arises from that, of helping people, of empathy, of love, of caring, of kindness, of mindfulness, and taking care of oneself. I don't know, I really love that. That's really cool.
stars in my eyes.
I've got magic in my hands, stars in my eyes. I'm a different kind of woman. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. She's a different kind of woman than what you see in the Fame. Although, what is this? If you want to be some basic bitch, oh my god, never mind. I stopped before she went back to demon mode, Lana. But you know what I'm saying? This kind of it just checks out what I was just saying with that last bit of it. It feels like her returning to this more rural, homey, grounded setting, away from the limelight, you know? And maybe her saying, if you want some basic bitch, go to the Beverly Center and find her. It's harsh, it's rude, it's mean, but it's probably also a bit of a self-admission. Because why is she saying that? There's a defensiveness to it. Why does she feel like she has to defend against accusations of being a basic bitch? Clearly there's an insecurity there, you know? And maybe one of the reasons why she needs to get away from the limelight, although she got the stars in her eyes, although that she got fame, she's walking around, you know, she can be around all these famous people all day. There's stars in her eyes, both in terms of her having this magical energy that has made her famous, and both literally she's walking around seeing stars when she's in LA, when she's in Hollywood, when she's around the limelight. But she's stepping away, she's grounding herself, and she's calling other people out too. You know, a bit of toxicity there. She's on her toxic type of timing for sure. The future type of timing is what I like to say. But yeah, I feel like a writer like Lana Del Rey never says anything by accident. So if you want some basic bitch, go to the Beverly Center and find her. You know, it works on two levels because it catches your eye, catches your ear, it stands out. There's that abrasiveness, that bluntness to it. Again, it's not something you typically hear. It's not a lyric you typically hear in this style of song, but it also works on a level of, again, kind of showing her insecurities, because why is she feeling like she needs to defend from that in the first place?
I'm a different kind of woman. If you want some basic bitch, go to the Beverly Center.
And she sang that shit so smooth. She sang it. What's the actual proper English term? I never remember. But man, she sung that shit so smooth. You are sweet. You're sweet on the ears. That's for sure. Bare feet. Oh my god. What does that mean? Nah, I'm playing.
If you wanna go where nobody goes, that's where you'll find me. In the sweet North Country. If I'm not there, come to my house on Genesee.
Genesee? What the fuck? Did Gen Z take over Tennessee? What is going on with Genesee? Je ne sais pas, more like it, bro. She's speaking French now.
What you doing with your life? Do you think about it? Do you contemplate where we came from? Lately we've been making out a lot, not talking about the stuff that's at the very heart of things. Do you want children?
Yes.
Do you want to marry?
Yes.
Do you want to run marathons?
Yes, I'm running one later this year, but not in Long Beach, I wish.
Things to do like nothing at all. I wanna do them with you.
Oh my god!
You
With
wanna
me?
do them with me.
Yes! Yes! I do! I
If you
do!
want someone, then just call.
Okay, I will.
And remember where
Lana, where are you? I don't remember. And bare feet. I don't got a foot fetish though. Why do you keep saying that? You're acting like I'm like trying to get your feet in my mouth. I mean, girl, I don't care that you're barefoot. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Anyways, good to talk to you, Lana.
In the sweet North Country. If I'm not there, come to my house on Genesee.
Genesee is crazy. I'm sure that's like a real place or something. Maybe not, but because I don't know it, I just can't stop seeing it as like I don't know. Somebody tried to name their baby like a mix of Jennifer and Tennessee. You know, like Genesee, but then it's like, yeah, je ne sais pas, or je ne sais pas, like I don't see you, like a little franglais going on, bro. I don't even know. I'm tripping. Genesee, what the fuck is that? All right, we're on track. Is this track 4? I believe it is. A&W, my favorite fast food burger place. Canadian classic. Canadian classic right there. Shout out to Canada, bro. We up. Fuck you, Donald Trump, you big piece of shit. Try to annex me. I'll be all up in your face, brother. You don't want to see that type of timing. I'll hit you with the bing, bang, boop, pop. Yeah, you won't want to fuck with me after that. You won't want to fuck with us after that. I'll pull up with the strap, pull up with the gat, pull up on a moose, pull up on a beaver. Bitch, I'll kill your ass. You try to touch me, jungle fever. Donald Trump sucked my fucking dick, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God. Man, I'll take that A&W with me. I'll eat a hamburger, shove it in your face, kick you in the pie hole. Bitch. Anyways, let's get back to it. A&W, Lana Del Rey.
I haven't seen my mother in a long, long time. I mean, look at the length of my hair, my face.
Oh my God. Man, she's coming with a bit of a different like vocal delivery on this one. A little bit of an exasperated flair, almost a little bit of a Elizabeth Fraser. Not really. Okay, very far from each other are Lana Del Rey and Elizabeth Fraser's voices and style of performing, but a little more than usual. Like some of Cocteau's less belting and more ethereal and floaty songs when Elizabeth is not really going guttural with it, but a little more floaty, like I just said. This is what it's reminding me of and why I'm giving that little comparison there.
Do you really think I give a damn what I do?
Oh, but it sounds so good. It sounds so good.
I say I live in Rosemead, really I'm at the Ramada. It doesn't really matter, does
It's a shame this didn't drop in the Tumblr era, man. She gave the Tumblr folks just like content for days, man. Quotes for days. And that's not an insult at all. I'm really loving this album so far. I'm just being silly. But I'm also not even joking, though. That is also true.
This is the experience I've been in America.
Every song so far just got that one line where the song just goes from 0 to 100 real quick. You know what I mean? This is the experience of being an American whore. But damn, that is crazy. Again, like I said in the last track, I told you, I'm not tripping, guys. I know how to my media literacy is fucking high, okay? That's why you subscribe to me. That's why you like this video. That's why you stick around, all right? Because I know what I'm talking about. Trust, if I know one thing about me, I know my music, I know my art, my media literacy is there. So on that last track, I know exactly what she was doing by calling out the other bitches in Beverly Hills, the other basic bitches, is because she's not feeling too goody about herself. And this is the experience of being an American whore. What has caused her to feel that way? Probably a confluence of things that I am not professional or close enough to her to properly say what it is, but the implication with the music so far is that it's her own experiences in life aligned with the way that, just the public and people treat celebrities, specifically female celebrities, specifically attractive female celebrities like Lana Del Rey, and the way they just so objectify them so crudely and just treat them like a straight up whore. It's crude, it's crass to say, but she says that word for a reason. Because again, she wants you to feel it. She wants you to feel it because that's how she's feeling. That's how she's feeling. This is the experience of being an American whore. It's what she's called, but it's seeped in. It's also a little bit what she's feeling like.
Caught up one from caught up another. Forensic files wasn't on. I say I live in Rosemead, really I'm at the Ramada. It doesn't really matter, doesn't really matter. Call him up, he comes over again. Yeah, no, I'm over.
This instrumental is absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. Also, very random comment, but it's very satisfying in a strange way that she rhymes Ramada with doesn't matter, and she doesn't say matter like Mata. She doesn't go for the full-on rhyme. I'm at the Ramada, it really doesn't matter. Like, she says matter normally, but it still kind of works. Like, it still kind of works, even though when you say matter normally, it doesn't rhyme with Ramada. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like, she stays white girl, bro. She doesn't put on You know, she keeps it true to herself. She doesn't try to go full rapper mode there. You know, at the Ramada, nothing really matters. You know, I wouldn't have a problem with it if she did, but I'm also a white guy, so I got nothing to say about that. But I feel like that's not necessarily putting on a black accent just to change how you enunciate a syllable for a rhyme. It depends how you do it. But shit, I like it even better how she just kept it flat and normal, but she got so much swag that it just works for her.
It's not about having someone to love me anymore. Now this is the experience of being an American whore.
Bro, they talk about mumble rappers. Lana's a fucking mumble singer, but as a fan of those so-called mumble rappers, shit, I'm a fan of the mumble singing too. And I know it's different. This style of performing has a long history, even in a technical sense. It's a little different. I love both though, but anyways, I'm yapping, but you know what I mean. Like when she's coming in with those whispered lyrics that feel like she's barely opening her mouth, it's pretty crazy, but it's dope. I love it.
Look at the length of it and the shape of my body. If I told you that I was me, do you really think that anybody would think I didn't ask for it?
Wow, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? I'm sorry. She's just like, who else is writing shit like this, bro? Like, there are artists that for sure. Like, I can see Mitski writing some shit like that. Like, there's some real ass writers out there. But especially for an artist of her stature and popularity, for Lana Del Rey to be coming out writing songs and lines like that, oh my God. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's fucking horrific and brutal. But she's speaking to a certain truth in society, which is crazy. But that's why I love art like this. It's provocative and it's honest about the world, but in an artistic sense.
Look at my hair, look at the length of it and the shape of my body. If I told you that I was me,
oh my God, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, that's horrific, man. But shit, again, it's so real, man. It's so real. Jesus Christ.
So many other things you can't believe. Did you know a singer can still be like a side piece of 33?
Gosh, I turned on the backbeat, puts the shower on while he calls me, sleeps out the back.
Didn't she actually date a cop? Like, she's not even storytelling here. She's just being real.
Someone to love me anymore. Okay. Now this is the experience of being
The way that 808 is coming in is so, like, it works. Okay, I'm a little speechless because, at least to my ears and to my memory, everything else on this album so far has been natural instruments. It's been, again, piano, strings. You got the drums. You have some more orchestral instruments coming in at certain points. I think I've heard harps and harpsichords and some flutes and woodwinds and all that good stuff at certain points. But for there to be a big synthetic 808 hit there, and for it to not feel out of place, and for it to just feel like a natural continuation of the song, that was really cool. I can't lie. And you got the synth in there too, man. Okay, this is interesting. Bro, what the fuck? What is going on? What is happening? Is this gonna burst into something even more poppy, or is it just gonna keep the undertones there for an interesting, like, bridge, kind of? Or you can't even call that a bridge, really. This is just a middle passage of the song. We got the freaking drum machine kicking in here, the synths revving up, like those little, like, slide 808s. Man, this is crazy. She about to come and rapping like Future. Let's hit it up. Where's the Future feature? Where's the Future feature? Future feature, Future feature. I got to get it beaten. About to jump the freeway, 10 speed on even. About to catch a band like and get the shit. I gotta catch him bleeding. I'm the fucking MVP, man. I feel like Luka, I'm the greatest. Yeah, shout out to Lakers, baby, paid it. Oh my god. This shit is weird as fuck, man, but I love it. Like, this is bringing my worlds together. You know what I mean? Jimmy, 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 Cocoa Puff. Jimmy, 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 ride. Jimmy, 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 ride. Jimmy, Jimmy, Cocoa Puff. Jimmy, give me high. Bro, she is coming on her rapper shit. Oh my god, she's doing it to him. Lana Del Rey. A&W, man, that A&W got her acting up. She comes to Canada. She gets a teen burger. I mean, do you guys have A&W in America? I don't even know. But she gets a teen burger, a Papa burger, a Mama burger. She got them onion rings in there. She's acting up. She got the chubby chicken burger. She's going crazy. She got the Uncle Burger, bro. She's going crazy. Got her rapping on this freaking synthy, like, hip-hop beat. Jimmy only love me when he wanna get high. Your mom called her. I told her you're fucking up big time. Oh my god. Bro, Jimmy, you gotta get your shit together, bro. Lana is making your mom think that you're fucked up. Are you fucked up? If you're not, you gotta set the record straight. If you are fucked up, you gotta get yourself straight for your mom. You're fucking up big time, Jimmy. What are you doing, Jimmy? Jimmy Cocoa Puff, Jimmy Jimmy Ride? What are you doing?
Jimmy, give me high. Love me if you love enough. You can be my life. Jimmy only love me when you wanna get high.
This shit truly is so out of place compared to everything else that's happened on the album so far. I feel like for some people it might be controversial, but I like it. I like it.
You're fucking up big time. Jimmy, you should switch it up. Maybe light it up. For me in the club. It's you're fucking up big time.
Jimmy, Jimmy, ride. Jimmy, Jimmy, cocoa puff. Jimmy, give me high.
Your mom called. I told her you're fucking up big time.
You know what's kind of crazy is for a lot of this album, definitely not the last 2 or 3 minutes, but everything else, I was thinking of Father John Misty as a comparison, but I was biting my tongue and holding back from saying it because it felt like such a basic comparison because, you know, the style that Father John Misty makes as well, it's not like he originated that. That's a very classic, old school style of music that has been around since the 50s, 60s, but I was definitely getting those Father John Misty vibes, and I just went to check the track list real quick, because I was curious if there was any features on this album, and there are a few, including Mr. Father John Misty, so that's pretty crazy, but I'm very excited for that one. That one's closer to the end, but that's crazy. I love Father John. One of my, I wouldn't say nowadays he's one of my favorite artists. Growing up, Father John Misty was one of my favorite artists, but like, you know, if someone's one of your favorite artists growing up, even if I don't listen to him a lot these days, anytime I do, it's a magical experience. I still love him. He still has a special place in my heart. His music is still amazing. What can you say? But anyways, for this album here, which is also shaping up to be amazing in its own right, we got track 5, Judah Smith Interlude. 4.5 minutes for an interlude is kind of crazy, Lana. Kind of crazy.
You get to love, you ever talk to somebody, I want a new life. I don't love my wife anymore. I don't love my kids anymore. I'm missing out on life. They're usually my age. Does that sound like love? It's a life dominated with lust. And for too long, they've been holding on. And finally...
Is this Judah Smith, man? Because them demons got a hold of him, man. Them vices. My brother is thirsty. He's lusting, and he can't control it. He's like, oh my God. Is that love to yo? That's lust. Ah. Bro, but like you can hear it in his voice. It feels like he can't stop himself from taking the ring, you know, Lord of the Rings style, bro. Like he's gravitating towards the evil.
They say it doesn't matter anymore. And the Spirit of God says, I'll infuse you with desires for what you have and what's in front of you.
Yeah. Desires for what you have.
Oh, he's preaching. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. That makes more sense.
As he works deep in your heart, as you call out to him, say, I'm here, do it in me, man. Help me, God. I want to be a man of love, not a man of lust. But you got to do that.
I want to be a man of love. I'm a man of love. I love everybody. Except you, Donald Trump, you bitch-ass, punk-ass motherfucker. Okay, fine. Even you. I guess I gotta keep it consistent. But I hate your ass, bitch. I hate your ass. Even if I'm forced to love you with my world for you. Because I love everybody. But fuck you, man.
I don't know if it was God, but it felt like God. And I had the thought in my head, check the Bible, I'm going to speak to you from the verse of the day.
And actually, Benjamin Netanyahu, we don't have no love for you either. Not on any level, actually. I don't even think you're human. You're a devil spawn. You need to go to hell.
Look at this. Look at the splendor of your skies. Your creative genius glowing in the heavens. When I gaze at your moon and your stars, mounted like jewels in their setting.
But I love everybody else, man. But we all lust like Kendrick Lamar say. We love and lust. Love and lust, all of us. Give me a run for my money.
I have to ask this question. I gotta ask this question.
What's the question, Judah?
Compared to all this cosmic glory,
Yes.
why would you ever bother with puny, mortal man?
What do you mean? Because we're part of that cosmic beauty. What are you talking about? We are part of that cosmic beauty. We're part of the tapestry of the universe, bro. Don't get it twisted. We're not separate. We are one.
Don't get me started. I can reach another hour on infatuated. But be infatuated with Adam's son. Why are you so infatuated?
I am not Christian enough to understand this, but I'm just, it got a certain vibe to it. It's off-putting. It's eerie with that piano, and just like his manic energy. Honestly, maybe it even works better if you're not Christian, because then this shit just has a whole different tone and vibe to it. And it also, I don't know, maybe it says something about Christianity as well, that this is how preaching occurs in a lot of different Christian sects. Obviously Christianity is a broad whole sphere of things, and I respect everybody's beliefs and everybody. I love everybody except Bibi Netanyahu. And Donald Trump, fuck yourself as well. But anyways, we'll quit with the politics. Actually, I'll never quit with the politics. Fuck you, bitch, if you don't like it. I do what I want up in here. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, but yeah, this song, this interlude, interesting for sure. He's saying a lot of shit. I didn't have the lyrics in front of me. It was easy to take in, but I'm also like the entire meaning of it and its place in this album. I'm gonna have to revisit. I'm gonna have to re-listen to fully take it in. But he's talking about lust. He's talking about controlling yourself, and not just lusting after your vices and really loving. But there's a lot of other little stuff in there that I'm gonna have to. Other little details that I think are going to bring the picture to a clearer form for me on further listens. Track 6 is called Candy Necklace with Jon Batiste, one of the features on here. Bro, this sounds like it could be the start to like a clean-ass fucking Memphis hip-hop song, like this type of piano, like the fucking drums could drop. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, they should sample that shit for real, because that sounds like it could already be there. Give me the lyrics back, Apple Music. I want the lyrics. Don't make me use my ears. Don't make me use my brain. Let me use my eyes. I mean, I guess that uses my brain too, but now I gotta use a different set of skills. I'm too fucking ADHD, bro. Give me the lyrics. Give me the fucking lyrics. Okay, let's tap in. Mumble singer, what am I telling you? She's fucking mumbling, but in a really, like, again, I'm not saying that as an insult. It's really cool how she's able to deliver her words like that. That's gotta be Jon shredding there, hey? Ooh, that's nice. Almost giving me La La Land type of vibes. Oh my god, one of my favorite movies though. Don't even worry, that's definitely not a diss. That's definitely a compliment.
Dancing like the young and restless.
Candy necklaces.
Candy necklaces. Candy necklaces.
So does Jon play piano or is he just on the vocals? At first, because I didn't hear his vocals, I thought he was just on the piano. But is he doing both or just the voice or what? But I like how his raspy, deep voice pairs with Lana's light, fluttery voice.
Candy necklaces. Candy necklaces. Candy necklaces.
And those unsettling strings back there. Ooh, this is a nice atmosphere being built. This is giving me the national vibes. Track 7, Jon Batiste Interlude. Okay, another interlude. 3.5 minutes. What? I thought interludes were supposed to be short. I thought they were supposed to be short. Or actually, you know what? I always do this. In my mind, they're supposed to be short because 90% of the time they're short. But interlude really just means a transitionary moment on the album. That's more of like a bridge from one part of the album to the other. So I guess, you know, there is no time limit on it, but my brain is always saying like interlude equals short. So when I see an interlude that's like a song length, I'm like, what are you talking about? But it makes sense. But yeah, Jon Batiste Interlude. Let's see what else this got for us. All of my S cause of siblings. I go to death for the siblings. Fuck all you bitch, I can feel in this. All of my S cause of siblings. Bitch, I would die for my siblings. Fuckin' with me, the best of friends. I just rotate and spin again. Feel like Charlie XCX, I win. I'm a brat, baby, know it better. I'ma crash out with all this cheddar. If you're not talking to me, then Project Pat, like we net spending on the net, baby. You'll be coming through with a wet baby like Black Cray. I'm upset, baby. Feeling like Drake the way I crash out. Little baby come up from the back now. Like Travis Bickle get blacked out. I'm a taxi driver with a pack now. Yeah, get axed out like a rhythm coming from a ganja beat. Yeah, baby girl, I'm so depressed now. To this shit ain't no X now. Yeah, baby girl, I'm under blessed now. Look at me like I'm a kid ahead, but baby, this is not no X now. Get talking baby to your ex now. Go hit up that tweet and tell a little baby that you be fucking the best now. Again, I'll keep it 100. I don't know what narratively or thematically that's adding to the album, but the vibes were there. The vibes were good. What else can I ask for? Okay, musically, the record is continuing its ambitious streak. It's sounding good. It's sounding great. So, hey, it's an interlude. We've transitioned to track 8, I believe we're on, which is called Kintsugi.
I was there for the third, 'cause I couldn't be there for the one who was closest to me. But I can't say I run when things get hard. It's just that I don't trust.
I'm just letting her speak here. She's just expressing right from the heart, man. She's talking that real.
Break a little more, 'cause they say that's what it's for. That's how the light shines in. That's how the light shines in. I'm on the side with my tears streaming down. Something about the clutch of the wrist. He thought mine was his to cough into his mouth. We've only got hours. And I just can't stop crying, 'cause all of the ways when you see someone dying, the sea of your days flash in front of you. And you think about who will be with you. And then there's Donahue.
This one is starting to get me in my feels, man.
Daddy, I miss them.
This one is honestly starting to get me in my feels. You know, even though a lot of the rest of the record was melancholic and downtrodden and even sad at points, again, like I said earlier, I was just in a more fun mood with it. But now this has just brought me straight into a bluesy kind of place. It's undeniable. It's just speaking to my soul, but I'm going to let it. You know, it's not in a bad way. Sometimes you just got to let art do its thing and let it take you emotionally where you need to go. And right now, this is where I need to be. So if I'm a little quiet, well, I mean, I can never be that quiet. I love to yap. But overall, I'm just going to let this song play, do its thing. I'm just going to experience and enjoy it. Lyrically, the storytelling is incredible on here. It's really just a human touch that, again, is just speaking to me so intimately.
I'm probably running away from the feelings I get when I think all the things about them. Daddy, I miss them. I'm at the Roadrunner Cafe. I'm probably running away from the thoughts in the day. That's how the light gets in. By the 3rd of March, I was cracked open. Finally,
I'm going to be honest, though, if this type of music is not for you, this got to be a boring-ass album, okay? It's not for me. I am not at all saying that. Don't take this the wrong way. But, you know, I do understand why there are people out there who just don't care for Lana, especially this style of it. Because, if you're not into this style of music, this has got to be boring and long and drawn out as hell. So it's a good thing I do, and I'm soaking it all in and savoring every second of it. Okay, don't worry. That's how I'm experiencing it, but I can put myself in other music listeners, other people's shoes, and I can imagine other people being on this song and just being like, oh my God, when does this thing end? You wouldn't get it. This is not for everybody. You gotta have 700 IQ to even understand this album.
There's a name for it in Japanese. It's Kintsugi.
Wait, okay, I gotta go back. This gotta be important. That's the title of the song. There's a name for it in Japanese. What's she saying?
That's how the
light gets in.
That's how the light gets in. Brought by the sunlight of the spirit to pour into me.
So what is Kintsugi? A name for what? I still don't fully get it. There's a name for that feeling? There's a name for that feeling? Let me look up what Kintsugi means, you know? I gotta know. Oh, I've heard of this before. The art of repairing broken pottery by mending the areas of breakage with urushi lacquer dusted or mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. So taking something broken, putting it back together again, not only in a way, you know, you're not making it like it was before, you're actually making it even more beautiful and unique and distinct, right? You're making it into a work of art. So, that's actually amazing imagery she's given us here then. Oh my God, that actually takes this to a whole new level.
That have things to do, light gets in. That's how the light gets in.
So she finally let herself break. She finally let herself crack open. You know, the ground was cold, she wouldn't open, but the sunlight poured it back into her, fixed her back up. Kintsugi, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I see it. I see the vision. Oh my God. Thank you, Google, okay? Google does magical things sometimes. We don't all know everything. I may know close to everything. I know it may be hard to believe I don't know everything. But I had to look up what Kintsugi is. I've heard of it before, but I forgot that was the name for it. But that makes this click so much more.
From the 40s, even the 14-year-old new froggy came a-courting. How do my blood relatives know all of these songs? I don't know anyone left who knows.
That's crazy. That little bit there. I don't know how all my blood relatives know all these songs, and I don't know anyone, or how do my blood relatives know all of these songs? I don't know anyone left to know the songs that I sing, because I mean, that could apply in any era of human history where you're just a part of a family where the culture, the tradition, or maybe literally the bloodline itself is dying off, and you're kind of the last of that lineage, and that is an isolating feeling when, you know, it's a communal family where for generations they've kind of been there to support each other and have these cultures and traditions that are now just you're kind of left there on your own, cold, isolated out in the world. But I feel like that lyric hits particularly hard in this period of time because we're seeing that en masse all around the world with the rise of technology and social media and just increasing social atomization and people being isolated and not going out as much, and families kind of becoming less connected, culture becoming more assimilated, and traditions dying out. You know, both traditions celebrated by large groups of people or just by individual families. And, you know, her being a younger generation in her family in the more modern time, it's like she's one of the last few who will even appreciate this old school way of passing down music and stories and heritage and knowledge from generation to generation. There's a certain beauty in that that captures the essence of the human spirit, of humanity, of community, of family, and it is kind of dying en masse, it's fading en masse, so that lyric hits extra hard in the current cultural context in which it was written.
That's how the light gets in. By cracking the light gets in. It's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in.
She's saying you gotta open up, you gotta let yourself break to let the light in, and then you're golden. Are you kidding me, man? What a songwriter this woman is. Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Then you're golden. Just another folk song.
This is not just another folk song, man. Again, I love the insecurity, I love the vulnerability and the self-deprecating nature of you downplaying yourself, so artistically love that, but in reality, definitely not just another folk song, and this is not just another folk album. This has its own special identity, man. And it's again, that Lana Del Rey archetype that she commands and brings to her music so unapologetically. She puts that light in the music to have it sparkle, and then what she's describing on this track, I already broke it down, but man, that is a special concept there.
But that's okay till the light gets in. It's how the light gets in.
So we're at the halfway point of the album now. I'm gonna come back and meet you guys tomorrow for the second half. Not at all because I'm getting bored. I really want to keep listening, but it's getting late. I do live in an apartment building. I have neighbors, and I know that they can definitely hear my shenanigans when I'm doing my video stuff, so I try not to ever do it too late. I try to be a respectful neighbor as much as I can, so I will come back tomorrow when it's a little earlier, and we'll finish this thing out. But the first half, excellent, giving me that Norman Rockwell vibes, but honestly, even distinct from that, it's even more sprawling, more adult contemporary vibes, even less of a pop feel to it, honestly. The only song so far that had any pop flair was, I forget which one, I think it was A&W actually, that had that kind of synthy, electronic drum machine outro. But yeah, super strong start to this thing. Hopefully it finishes well. We'll find out tomorrow. See you soon. All right, it's a few days later, but we are back. Track 9 is called Fingertips. I'm ready to jump right back in because those first 8 tracks were fantastic. I was even listening to them a little bit in the days between recording the second half, and yeah, they're bangers, they're fire. The first half of this album is amazing. Let's see what the second half is doing.
When I look back, tracing fingertips over plastic bags, thinking I wish I could extrapolate some small intention, or maybe just get your attention for a minute or two. Will I die, or will I get to that 10-year mark where I beat the extinction of telomeres?
Aren't telomeres the things that we have in us that kind of determine how old we are, or like how old we live to be? Like, I'm definitely the last person you come to about biology questions. I was a smart kid, you know, I did well in school till we hit university. But that was less so a school thing. That was more so things outside of school distracting me from school. But in school itself, I always did well. I was always a pretty smart kid. But there was one subject, I just never did any of it. You know, I'm not saying I couldn't learn it if I wanted to, but I never took a single biology class. So all I got was the basics that we did in like primary and elementary school. And then by the time we started choosing our own classes in high school, I did physics, I did chemistry, I did all that jazz. I never did biology, so don't ask me questions. But I believe telomeres, those are the things that dictate aging, right? So that was an interesting bar for that last one. I don't know if I've ever heard a musician in any genre of music reference telomeres in their lyrics, so that's dope.
Charlie, stop smoking. Caroline, will you be with me? Will the baby be alright? I guess I'll be fine. It wasn't my idea, the cocktail of things that twist neurons.
Now she's talking about neurons, bro. She's okay. I know neurons is not the craziest thing to reference, but she's on that biology talk. I like that line. And then see nothing Greek in it. Okay, she's spitting. That's tough, though. That's tough. I know I referenced it last time, but some of these lyrics are genuinely giving me the biggest Mark Kozlik Sun Kill Moon vibes in the world. But that's a good thing, right? Like, for those who aren't familiar with Mark Kozlik Sun Kill Moon, the thing about Mark Kozlik's lyrics is, and his songs, is he makes really long ass, like 8, 10, 12-minute songs, and his style of performing and lyricism is almost like musical podcasting. Like, he's just talking about things that seem really mundane and everyday, but what's special about it is it, you know, brings these stories to music and animates them, and it's things that you'd never hear anyone else talk about in music because they seem so mundane and simple and just describing everyday life, but there's such a beauty, such a rustic nature to that, such a realness, such a rawness. It just captures the beauty of humanity and community inside of it, and just captures the essence of certain places and periods of time in a magical way that only music can do. It's like a time capsule, really. It's like a culture capsule, a human spirit capsule, with that musical podcasting kind of way of doing lyricism and performing, and less so with her performing, which is more sultry, classic, adult contemporary performance on the part of Lana, which she's killing, whereas Mark Kozlik does a little bit more spoken, but still melodic kind of performing, a little different than what Lana's doing, but lyrically is where I'm getting that Mark Kozlik musical podcasting kind of vibe with some of the little stories and details, and just the way she's phrasing things, honestly, is a little reminiscent to me, but obviously she's putting her totally own spin on it. There's also a very female perspective to the lyrics on this project, which Mark Kozlik has obviously never captured in his, and yeah, overall the sound is also very different to my ears, and I'm just loving it. But when I make that Mark Kozlik comparison to some of the lyrics and the way they're making me feel, trust me, that's just a compliment, not a criticism.
Get to you, save you. If I take my lamp, find your astral body, put it into my arms. I'll give you a blanket, your spirit can sit and watch TV by my side. 'Cause baby, I ran through a time when I felt you were doing it. When I was 15, naked, next door neighbors did a drive-by, pulled me up by my waist, long hair to the beachside. I wanted to go out like you, sunbathe the moon.
listening to this album makes me get the same feeling of being at the theater, you know? And I don't see a lot of shows at the theater, but I've seen my fair share, you know, especially going to see friends perform and stuff, or as a kid going to see shows like the Nutcracker with my mom and stuff like that. But yeah, like this album just reminds me of the theater, you know? Not just the strings, the lavishness, you know, the instrumentals themselves sounding very theatrical and like the type of stuff you'd hear in musicals and all that, but even just the lavishness, the regal nature of it. Like I see like the red felt seats. I just see like that theater atmosphere is what I feel listening to that. But I'm loving it. So we got track 10 now, I believe, Paris, Texas, featuring SYML. Not sure what that stands for, but
with a suitcase in my hand, I had to leave. It's time to go. I took a drink this way.
that was so beautiful, man. I butchered it, but she killed it.
And I went to see.
Man, I really love this though. Like, it's definitely not the type of album where for a reaction you're like, oh shit, oh crazy. I mean, besides the lyrics, you guys have seen me do that for some of the lyrics and maybe that pop moment at the end of A&W, but really, like I even said earlier, there's certain parts with the lyrics that'll get you hyped up, but the music is more so something that you want to, again, just kind of go for a walk, be really pensive and contemplative and think about life while you're listening to this. But for a reaction video, you know, I want to be more engaged and commenting on it and reacting and not just standing there like, you know, experiencing it and letting it wash over me, which is kind of what I want to do, but it really is just making me excited, honestly, to listen to it more on my own after the video. But for now, you know, I'm just really trying to tap into the lyrics, what she's saying. But I gotta say that instrumental, those beautiful, gorgeous piano chords, so fluttery, fairy-like, are whisking me away. It's like that silk dancing sport, right? This whole album is really giving me that feel, just this graceful beauty. But this one here in particular is hitting, man. I think this is actually one of my favorites on the album so far. I just love these pianos. They're absolutely gorgeous. The piano is my favorite instrument. Happens to be the one I play as well, but even outside of that, just the sound of it, there's nothing like it. There really isn't. And the way these pianos are hitting on this song right here, I can't quite express just how much, but they are hitting very hard. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, scrumptious, and lovely.
When you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Even when you're wrong.
That one just had such a sparkle to it too. Like, it's a type of song where it has a melancholy but a sparkle. Like, it's like something tough and hard is going on in life, but you're romanticizing it at the same time. Is there anyone else who does that out there? I'm sure Lana fans. I mean, like, you know, if you guys feel Lana the way I feel Lana, I feel like we might sync up on this. But if you guys are anything like me, do you guys romanticize even the worst moments of your life? I feel like that's how you make life worth it. I feel like that's how you live life the right way and keep a positive attitude and stay happy, is that even when shitty things are happening to you, you romanticize it in a weird way and kind of romanticize the pain and romanticize the gloominess, the darkness, and you soak in it and you embellish in it and you almost enjoy it in a very weird way. But then you also have to be able to enjoy happiness. You know, you don't want to carry that melancholy over to moments in your life that are genuinely happy. But hey, is anyone else like me out there where you actually kind of romanticize melancholy? Maybe that's just me. But shit, I love my happy vibes too, but I wouldn't say this album is happy vibes. This album is melancholic vibes and I'm soaking in it and I'm loving it. Okay, we're on track 11. Grandfather, please. Okay, come back here. Grandfather, please stand on my shoulders. What the fuck? This is a long ass title.
But they're wrong.
Grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing, featuring RIOPY. I do not know what is happening with those feature names, what they mean, and that song title is crazy, but if anything, it just adds more to my Mark Kozlik comparison, because that is definitely something Mark Kozlik would name a song, but it's kind of fire too. I kind of love the vibe that song title gives. Grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing. Like, it just gives you that homey, communal, like kind of rural vibe, this family vibe, this community vibe. It's something that's been happening a lot on the album, but just that title alone really gives it to you. I had to rewind there because I was talking, and it sounds like musically it's about to do something interesting, so I'll shut my yap, but I do love that title. I don't know why I keep talking about it, but I love that title.
My song, but they're wrong. Grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing for sharks in the Pacific. 'Cause I'm God, I'm spirit, one bodied, a fallible deity wrapped up in love.
This has been one of my favorites too, man, with these little builds, these crescendos. This is kind of like one of the bigger climactic moments on the record, and I love that chorus. I love taking the title of the song, how it's actually incorporated into the lyrics here. Oh my god, I'm out of breath a little bit. I'm yapping too much, and also I'm just feeling a lot of emotions listening to this, honestly. Even though I'm in a silly-ish mood recording, because that's how I am with the YouTube, but like the music itself is piercing my soul too. So maybe I'm also trying to compensate with that, for that, with the goofiness a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. Like, come on, do you hear that? Do you hear those fluttery horns and woodwinds there? Damn. Yeah, this thing is even more just like lavish and orchestral and theatrical than Norman Rockwell, man. Which I love that album, and I'm not saying that this is better necessarily, but I'm saying just the musical styling of it is even more in that vein. And now we're at the Father John Misty track, baby. I'm excited for this one. As soon as I found out early on that there was a Father John Misty feature on here, I've been hyped for this one. It's track 12, Let the Light In. Come on, Father John, what you got for us? Father John and Lana, let's hear it.
Pick you up at on 2:45.
I feel like Father John and Lana are the perfect amount of like bitchy and sassy and like sarcastic for each other and blunt. Like their styles of lyricism are actually a little similar, but one from a very male point of view, one from a very female point of view. They would be a great toxic relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Like I'm the kind of girl who can sleep. 'Cause every time you say you're gonna go, I just smile 'cause babe I already know. You know I got nothing under this overcoat.
Really?
Let the light in. At your back door yelling 'cause I wanna come in.
Come on, Josh Stillman, come on.
Turn your light on. Look at us, you and I back at it again. 'Cause I love to love to love to love you. I hate to hate to hate to hate you. Put the Beatles on, light the candles, go back to bed.
Oh man, oh, she's really hitting a chord with that one.
Want you, I need to need you. Look at us, you and me back at it again.
Look at us, you and me, back at it again. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So can you let the light in? So can you let the light in? Jesus Lord, are you hearing? You see the socks that I'm not wearing. I bare my feet, I bare my soul. Words worth $1 million in gold. Father John and Lana stole my heart with this tune, it's old. Yeah, at this point I'm folding. I'm telling y'all I'm golden. I'm like 24 carats Osiris on my wrist, I'm tolling. Track 13, Margaret featuring Bleachers. Okay, there's way more features on this album than I even noticed. Like when I saw that Father John feature, I didn't even notice that on the next track there was a Bleachers feature. I mean, I know that Jack has produced some Lana stuff. Maybe even a good bit of this album. I would have to check. But a Bleachers feature, all right. I respect my man Jack, all right? You know, a lot of people hate on Jack for whatever reason. He's been a part of so much amazing music, you know? Forget about Bleachers. The stuff that he's produced, that's where he gets the most hate. Is people are like, oh, all the stuff he produced just sounds the same. He makes all the artists sound the same. No, he doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you even listen to the music he produces? But anyway, shout out to my man Jack. Did you hear GNX? He literally produced on that. He produced on most of those songs. Does that sound like the freaking Lana Del Rey stuff or the Taylor Swift stuff or the Lorde stuff that he's produced? Or does that Taylor, Lana, and Lorde stuff even sound like each other? If you think it does, you're not listening. So shout out to Jack. Amazing producer, actually one of the best in the game, if you're giving him his proper dues.
Baby, if your love is in trouble. Baby, if your
And I will admit, I haven't listened to a lot of Bleachers, so I can't comment as much on how good Bleachers music is, but given how great the stuff he produces is, I probably should check out more Bleachers. And my friend Elizabeth is a huge fan, and she has great music taste, so I'm sure they're good.
When you know, it kinda makes me laugh. Running down that path when you're good as gold. 'Cause when you know, you know.
'Cause when you know, you know.
With their red flags, their white knives, their black eyes, and their blue eyes. Don't wait like your head is on fire.
'Cause baby, if your love is in trouble. And you know, when you're old, you're old. Like Hollywood and me, the diamond on your ring, the soul that you bring to the table. By the way, the party's December 18. Alright, let's waltz this out. 'Cause when you know, when you're old, you're old.
You know, it is actually very impressive to me that Lana is as popular as she is with music like this, because pretty much every other artist that I listen to who is making music like this nowadays is way less popular than she is. Like, would be lucky to sell like 20,000 first week. And obviously that means nothing to do with quality. Sales do not equal quality at all. But I'm just saying, usually this type of music, especially in modern times, is really not for the masses. It really doesn't do well. And so not only is it impressive that she's able to do well with it, but actually from what I can see from afar, I don't know about sales, but it seems like in terms of what her fans talk about and get excited about, this is the type of Lana that they even like the most. You know, they love the ultra violence and all that, but albums like this is the ones I see them hold above the rest. So shout out to Lana for bringing this sound to the mainstream and doing it so incredibly that it's, you know, opening up a whole new world of listeners to this style of music. I think that's beautiful, and hopefully a lot of them do go check out, those who didn't already know, the Father John Misties, the Bleachers, the Jon Batiste. I mean, I'm not actually really familiar with Jon Batiste, but just shout out to him. He was good on that song. So yeah, hopefully this kind of leads them to some other more underground artists. I mean, Bleachers are pretty popular, Father John is pretty popular, but hopefully they go even further than that, because so much amazing music that sounds like this, and Lana is giving a lot of her fans a great gateway to it with this one. And then for someone like me, who's already familiar with that style of music, she's just giving me an excellent album to love and enjoy.
That should break my head, babe, if you don't really care.
Like any Lana fans out there who love this style of music and want more similar artists to it, go do yourself a favor, check out some Julia Holter, go check out some Regina Spektor, some Joanna Newsom. Get yourself acquainted with those artists, because I guarantee if you love this and you've never heard their stuff, absolutely you're going to love their stuff. Fiona Appletooth, let's throw her in there. Of course, you know, I already said Father John Misty, you got to get up on that. The National, if you're not up on the National, get up on them for sure.
Watch them sway. You're so funny. I wish I could.
I'm sure a lot of you guys are already familiar with those artists, but this is for the people who aren't. I'm telling you, if you're a big Lana fan and you're a fan of this, go check them out as well, because you're bound to love them.
Nightgown underneath the old oak tree, almost figured can see you wanted me sadder. You wanted me sadder.
Ooh, okay, we got the second track on the album with some kind of drum machine, pop trap vibes. Fishtail, this is track 14, right? I'm liking this though, because again, it's very subtle, still fits in with the vibe of the rest of the Baroque pop and chamber pop on the record, but kind of just adds a different flair that makes it stand out. This and A&W so far are the only ones that have anything like this sound on the record, right? Like, this is more Lust for Life than Norman Rockwell out of the two main Lana albums other than this one that I know.
Problems, I plan to address them another day. Palm trees in black and white.
You wanted me sadder.
This album is a vibe and a half. I don't know if I've said that in this video yet. I do say that in a lot of my videos, but this album is straight up a vibe and a half, man. I'm just here thinking in my head, like, I'm a little overwhelmed, actually, the amount of incredible music I've been listening to on the channel lately, because I'm not just someone who likes to listen to albums once or twice and then move on. I like to soak in albums I really love. For me, the mark is 5 listens. I like to listen to an album I love at least 5 times to really ingrain it in my memory, get that full experience. And of course, many albums I listen to way more than that too. But I'm just like, where am I going to have the time to get those 5 listens in for all these amazing albums I've been listening to lately? And of course, I'm planning to listen to many more great ones that you guys have been recommending and just other stuff I want to do on the channel. And I'm like, damn, I'm screwed. I'm going to need to invent more time in the day. The 24-hour day needs to be eradicated. I need at least 35. Tommy Genesis, what the fuck? Oh my god. When I say I didn't look at this feature list in detail, I did not look at this feature list in detail, even though it's literally on the cover of the record. I've been ignoring it, but Tommy Genesis, Peppers, are you serious? Bro, this is crazy. The amount of different influences across this album is nuts. Like, on all those other artists I named, the Reginas, the Joannas, the Julias, the Father John Misty's, the Nationals, the Fiona Apples, they're all amazing artists that I love to death. None of them have ever and would ever, at this point in their careers, have some Tommy Genesis feature pop out of nowhere on a little poppin'-ass track where she's talking about putting hands on knees type shit. But with Lana, bro, it just works. It just fucking works. Because Lana got that little edge to her, that little bad bitch vibe that she just carries. So to have another bad bitch like Tommy pop up and do some bad bitch shit, it just fits in.
I take off all my clothes, dance naked for the neighbors. I'm like,
Look, right after I say that, she's saying, take off all my clothes and dance naked for the neighbors. Like, am I mischaracterizing her? I really don't think I am. She's a bad bitch, and I don't mean that in an offensive way, but she's a bad bitch. I hope you know what I mean. I'm a bad bitch, you know? I think that's a good thing. I'm a bad bitch, you know? No, but seriously, that's not an insult. I don't mean it in no misogynistic type of way. But I mean it in the type of way that a woman would call another woman a bad bitch. Like, I know I can't really tap into that because I'm not a woman. But even as a man, like, I'm just saying, that same type of energy is what I mean. Like, how a woman, that the type of energy when a woman calls another woman a bad bitch, that's what I mean when I'm saying she's on some bad bitch type of timing. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. Okay, Tommy. Like, man, to go from that chamber pop, like sweeping ass orchestral shit from most of the album to tracks like this in the last one, it's real bold, but then she still got like that orchestral element in the background too. Like, even though the drums are popping, there's still more natural drums on here. At least they're not like the drum machine ones. I don't know, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on musically on this album. This is a one-of-a-kind record, I gotta say. I've never heard anything like this. When taken as a whole, like individual songs you can compare to other stuff, but taken on the whole, I've never heard a record like this. Shout out to Lana Del Rey.
I can't cry. Let the caution to the wing, get onto the bike.
Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. Let me put my hands on your knees. You can braid my hair. Do a fat crisscross in the back of my
We should like merge the songs.
Angelina Jolie. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. I said hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. These drums are tough though, oh my god. Like a lot of this album has been mostly drumless or very faint drums, you know, just some little cymbals and snares, maybe some real faint kicks, but this track, the last one, but especially this track, this might have the hardest drums of any moment on the record so far. Oh my god. This is fire, man. This is almost like surf rock vibes at this point. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie.
Crisscross in the back somewhere. Hands on your knees, I'm Angelina Jolie. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. Let me put my hands on your knees. You can braid my hair. Do a fat crisscross in the back somewhere.
Alright, we're about to step into the last track. I'm gonna have to wait till it transitions because I don't know the name, but track 16, the final track, the closer, here we go. It is called Taco Truck X VB. Met my boyfriend down at the taco truck. Alright, she's back in that storytelling mode. Pass me my vape, okay? She's back in that Mark Kozlik mode, that musical podcasting mode. Let's get it, Lana. Close this shit strong. You've been killing it. This album has been amazing. Let's end it on a tight note. Ooh, back to that sultry, seductive delivery. Let's go. Bro, taking a puff is what's making you sick, bro. Like, that vape shit ain't no good for you, bro. I grew up in the vape era, bro. I vaped a little in high school. That shit makes you feel like garbage, bro. Let's be real.
That's why they call me Lanita. When I get down, I'm bonita. Don't come find me in Reseda. I'll go crazy. Face me before you talk. Let me stop what you're saying. I know that you hate me.
The vibes kind of changed these last three songs. The vibes really did kind of change, but in a cool way that I like. Has kind of ended off the record on a razor's edge, on a little bit of a sharper note, right? It has some bite to it that the rest of the album did in a different way, like in that lyrical sense, but now musically, it's taking on that sharper, harsher, harder hitting form to match the lyrics, really. But yeah, it's ending things out with a bang, and I'm loving it. Isn't this from Norman F. Rockwell? Am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping. I've heard, like, this is from another Lana song. Yes, it's from Venice Bitch, the best song on Norman fucking Rockwell. It took a little bit to hit me there, but oh my god. That's my favorite Lana song. Bro, it's crazy that she's ending it out with a sample of that. Literally my favorite Lana song that I've heard to date is Venice Bitch. A 10-minute, 9-minute, whatever it is, masterpiece. That was one of my favorite songs, man, of 2019. But yeah, ending it out with a sample of that, she's definitely speaking to the right audience here. I'll take Venice Bitch any way you want to give it to me, either in the original form or like this, bro. Oh, now I get it. Taco Truck X Venice Bitch. She's literally bringing back Venice Bitch as the outro. She's like, fuck it, bro. I made the hardest song ever. Why not use it twice? Why not use it to the outro of a completely separate album? And you know what? I'm gonna let her have it. I agree with her because the song is that good. It's me, a little Venice Bitch. Man, Venice Bitch was the song, like, Norman Rockwell was the album that made me a Lana fan or made me interested in becoming a Lana fan, because to be honest, I think I need to listen to more of her albums before I can truly call myself a fan. but I'm definitely a fan of what I've heard. And Venice Bitch was the one where I'm like, damn, maybe Lana is that bitch. Maybe I gotta get in on this. And yeah, this song only gets better as time goes on. It's sounding amazing right now. And I am totally okay with her using it like this to close the album out. An album that, like I said, has been one of a kind. I've never heard anything like this. I love it. I've been listening to too much music lately. Okay, I'm genuinely asking you people, can you give me something bad to react to? I mean, not bad, but something that maybe you think I would like not that much. Something that would be an interesting react. I don't know. Just give me some, like, come on. There's too much good music. Too much. I mean, I'm half playing, I'm half not. You can keep giving me good music too. And I'm definitely going to be doing more Lana projects, but there you go. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard by Lana Del Rey? Close to a masterpiece. Let me have more listens. I'll see what I'm thinking about it in the future. Tune back into future Lana videos. I'll give you an update, but close to a pop masterpiece, close to a chamber pop, baroque pop, experimental masterpiece here. That again brings in some really unique elements on tracks like A and W and these final three. I love that. Lyrically, it was fantastic. Has that attitude, that archetype, that Lana Del Rey archetype character that I love. Just the power dynamic on display in her lyrics, playing both dominant and submissive roles, depending on the aspect of the relationship. Like sometimes she's really assertive and bold, and other times she's really submissive and ready to just kind of be taken control of. And the way she kind of plays around with those power dynamics in her lyrics, and also just phrases things really interestingly. Like I said, had that Mark Kozlik podcast feel going on. The storytelling was immaculate. The way that she would have songs, especially early on, that would start off as just a more traditional sounding ballad, still really good, but then just hit you over the head out of nowhere like 45 seconds in with some crazy out-of-pocket sexual or just bad bitch kind of lyrics. I don't know. Like, it's definitely one-of-a-kind stuff that you get with Lana Del Rey. I love the vibes. I love what it creates. Really unique musical experience that I love and that I'm excited to listen to more on my own. So there you have it. Let me know what you thought about this album down in the comments below. Let me know any other artists, albums, and more Lana stuff you want to see me react to in the future. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Love you all. I'll catch you later. Peace out.